things like that. Sorry. That breath of air is going to sort of give us a nice lopsided bubble, and that's not really what we're going for. Are you good here? You want this other one? All right. So we like to even out that temperature before we start inflating the glass. Now, an experienced artist can take that gather of glass and allow the heat from that gather to really soak through the material that he or she already has. Aaron knows from his experience, okay, about when he's got a nice even temperature throughout the form, so he knows when he can start to inflate it. In other situations, we'll set up that bubble and just take a nice overall heat in the furnace so that we know that heat is even, and then we'll continue to move forward in the shaping process. I'm going to help Aaron out a little bit by inflating the glass as he's working. He can shake the glass and kind of watch closely as to where that glass is moving or expanding as I inflate it. So if the glass is expanding a little bit further than he wants to, let's say at the sides, he can take that shaping pad, move it around to the side of the form. That tool is going to draw heat out of the glass, therefore slow it down. So in a way, he can stop it from inflating where he doesn't want it to, as long as he's got his eyes on the glass. So you'll see us a lot of the time doing some of our own inflation, but it makes things a little bit easier with larger forms to have your assistant help out. That way you can really watch over the shape. You just let me know what you need there, Aaron. Okay. So as Aaron has been inflating this, he's worked in that constriction line. That's going to be our break-off point. That creates a structural weakness in our glass so that the glass kind of knows where we want it to break. Without that line, the crack very often will travel right down the side of the piece. So by creating that constriction, we can control where the glass will break. Now another thing that Aaron's doing as he's creating kind of a nice sphere for us, he started to sort of taper. Yep. He started to taper the side walls of the piece. And you'll see that a little bit more in this next heat. He'll get a good strong heat on the bottom 2/3 of the form and use gravity to start to stretch out the shape. He'll have his heat probably use that shaping pad and sort of press the glass right into the shape that he's going for. It might be hard to see, not sure exactly about this particular color, which by the way is a gold ruby. It's sort of a deep magenta color. But if there wasn't so much beautiful sunshine, we'd actually be able to see more of the glow of the material itself. When it's very hot, it radiates its own light. And you can really see where the artist has warmed the glass by being able to see that heat. So it might be a little bit hard / can't see it at all out here on this bright sunny day. But you'll just have to kind of trust me. The Aaron heated up just the bottom half of the form. Another way that you can see where Aaron has warmed the glass is basically by looking at where it moved. That big shoulder stayed right where Aaron had it set up, and only the bottom half dropped out, and that's just because of how he arranged the heat in the glass. Okay. Do you need a tag yet or no? Alright. Okay, so I think we're going to do that one more time. I'm probably going to help Aaron inflate the glass a little bit. Another thing that we can do when we're shaping the glass, as Aaron's going to do now, is just trap the air that's present inside the piece within it, and that will stop the glass from collapsing. Just by trapping that air inside, yeah. So by trapping the air inside and not inflating at all, and we can do that just by putting our hands over the mouthpiece of the blowpipe. Like this. Is that good? All right, so sometimes it's hard to inflate the glass and assist and narrate. But if we trap the air inside the piece, Aaron can literally squeeze it and the piece won't collapse in on itself. It's going to form around that air that's on the inside. So we can either just put a little bit of air by blowing into the pipe or just trap that air inside so that Aaron can create that nice shape without having the piece cave in on itself. The next thing we're going to work on is the very bottom of our form. So now Aaron is again focused